eating food, Neal. Why were you going
Tell us
live?
about your pasta. Tell us about your pasta.
Welcome back to Akuban Nights, everybody. We have pasta.
We're talking about pasta, and everybody's drinking. Wait.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh,
Even
drinking?
Cheers.
Yeah.
Lovely.
This
So
is
you've made
water.
it to the beach. You've made it. You're alive.
I'm not alive. I'm unconscious.
You're alive.
Yeah. I mean, you're not dead, right?
I'm seeing visions of my past.
Fond memories of your sister holding you and keeping you alive. Memories that get made every week, it seems.
Remember the time my sister saved my life? Which fucking time? Oh, not again.
Every day that ends in a Y.
Nobody ever thinks so when they get back up, though. You realize that, right? They're just like, oh, hey, good morning. Oh, how's it going? Does anybody make coffee? You know, okay, well.
Welcome.
What's that spell?
All right. You're miles away along the coastline. You've got Sammy on a stretcher. You found a place to take refuge and catch your breath. What is your... Let's hear what you guys think of the situations going on. What is happening? What the
I
hell?
smell like shit. Literally.
Yes.
Well, the families are having a very nice fight for power. And somehow...
Are you conscious now?
Oh, I'm just talking about it, you know. I'm not conscious. No, I won't be
What's
for like
going
5
through
days.
your head?
Well, this is fucking great, isn't it?
I'm not allowed
Best
to talk
day
for
of my
5 days,
life.
okay?
10 days.
10 days? Holy shit. I'm
Right.
down 5 health. Because
No, you got hit for 12, right? A single 12-point wound?
12? Yes. So I'm going to be conscious when it heals for 5.
Right. So when no, you'll be conscious when it heals for 7. Oh, I see. You'll be conscious when it heals for 5, and you heal 2 HP in 3 days. So 5 times 3 divided by 2 is 7.5. So you will be awake in 8 days.
Right, okay. And Sarah healed the bleeding
Yeah, the
damage.
bleeding damage she heals up. Just make sure to thank her when you wake up.
She's there with a knife just going, thank me, motherfucker. I can blink you
How's
again.
it going? How are you feeling?
Would you like to play a game?
It's gonna get to the point where if you don't thank her, she just stabs you again, and then waits for you to thank her when you wake up.
Just go back to unconscious. He wakes you back up again. How about now?
Oh, it's great.
All right. So what's going on? Shit has fallen apart, right? There seems to be a civil war. There's at least 3 factions out there. Yeah, go for it.
I mean, it couldn't come to a worse moment than this right now. We just made a contract with Mystria, which we, I guess, won't be able to keep up.
Oh dear, what a shame. Does that mean I don't have to marry the child anymore?
Well, hopefully the child is still alive, because if the child isn't alive, we got a lot more problems with Mystria. If the king suddenly starts to care
the
for
marriage
us.
off now, right? There's no point in the marriage now, right?
Yeah, and then we have a civil war right now. So if Drekis gets the information that there's a little civil war going on in Akuba, and we have some spare ships with some spare soldiers, might be a good time to send them over and start raiding and killing people in Akuba. Why not? Because there is no united Akuba to stand against them. So
I'd do it.
just
So,
fucking
yes.
bad. And we have nowhere to go. I have no idea. I just look at the map and all I see is just enemy lands, or barbarians, or kobolds, or basilisks. It's just
Just
everything
team up with
bad.
a basilisk.
We need
I just-
allies. We need allies. Who do you think is the most likely to ally with us?
Whoever is living on a sleeping dragon island. I think that is a clear choice.
That is an uninhabited island by civilized people.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe some hill
You know,
giants.
if you look on the bright side of things, though,
I think I could
everybody
see
you can trust, you pretty much have right around you, right?
No, that's not
Like-
true. Only two
Are
I
you-
can trust have around me, and one I can
That's
trust
how
a bit.
you see things, you know. Sarah sees it differently.
Are you?
I love you, sister. I love you, sister. With all the heart I can spare. I love you.
It's 1% of his heart.
No, it's
The
just
side of your face should be melting off with the glare I'm giving you. Just, that's nice.
Maya, what do
Anyway.
you think about the situation currently?
Have I abandoned you yet? I could have. Quite easily. Not that it crossed my
I'm
mind.
thankful.
I think there's just this moment, right, where Maya and Bart are having that tiny quarrel in the background, and Sarah is sitting next to Sammy with her hand, yeah, exactly, with her hand on his chest, and she's just looking towards the horizon, right, and she takes out of her backpack, she takes her a prayer book, which she actually wanted to use in one of the big temples in Talushar and you know, make a prayer to Martha. But I guess, you know, sometimes life just doesn't work like that. And you don't, you know, you have wishes and you have aspirations. It just doesn't work that way. And I guess the last weeks have been, you know, they showed that all these things never pan out how we want them to pan out. So Sarah's just taking the moment as it is with her unconscious brother next to her. And she takes the moment to actually say a little prayer to Martha, the goddess of life, right? Life which has been difficult and hard and convoluted. And there's been so much death around that sometimes you don't even know what that feels like anymore. But she's sitting on the beach and she can hear like the waves softly coming in. And if this wasn't such a dire situation, this could be a really nice day, you know, with the family sitting on the beach. And so she takes a little moment and she takes all her rings off and she spreads them out in front of her on a little, like, on a cloak. And she says a little prayer while the crawling is going on in the background, I guess. And Sammy's breathing softly under her hand. And she says, Mother, I'm here today with a heavy heart, with so many questions I do not even know where to start. These past few weeks, my life was filled with worry and loss and with anger and with guilt. And sometimes it is hard, like today. Sometimes it feels like I don't walk, but I stumble through those dark woods, burning sands and old tombs that crumble. And sometimes it is hard to see the spark of life through this whale of blood, and she looks down at Sammy, of intrigue and of strife. And I know that I should be better, but I just don't know how. I look down at Sammy. Sammy is smart. And even though he's so much in his head sometimes that his thoughts seem like a muddled bundle of thread, he knows and sees things that I can't begin to understand. Bud is different now, and she turns around, from how he used to be. But he carries the burden of his past with so much grace and dignity. And I know when I see the smile on his face that he should be king and that the throne is his place. And Maya, she's as beautiful and thorny as a rose. And with these thorns, she still doesn't let anybody too close. And I should be better, but I just don't know how. And she like closes the little book and she places it aside and she says, listen, I don't know if this is how prayers are usually done, I'm not sure if I pray like other priests. And she looks at the horizon. And she says, I know that life is struggle. You've showed me that. I understand. I understand now. But I promise I will do everything to make it through this. And to be better. And to make this world that is so torn right now into a better place. And that's her little promise she makes to Martha, I guess, on that beach that day.
That is a pretty significant promise. To do everything in your power to make it better?
Yeah.
All right.
Even though she doesn't know how, right?
Yeah.
Does Maya hear this? Because if so, she's going to roll her eyes quietly.
I think
you can
Maya...
hear it. Like she's speaking loudly. You know, you guys are quarreling. Probably the quarrel starts at some point, and you're just, you know, looking at your crazy sister talking to the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Bloody priests. I don't know.
Okay. Well...
I'm just going to put my hand on her shoulder and be like, if you want something done properly, do it yourself. Be the change you want to see.
These things are not mutually exclusive, yeah. Well, you've got some amount of time before Sammy wakes up. He's going to need a warm, dry place to rest, and he's probably going to need a bath so he doesn't get infections. What are you going to do?
Maya's probably got a load of toiletries, so she's going to just be like, fine, I'll give him a sponge bath.
Okay.
She's actually going to make sure he's like thoroughly disinfected and things.
Yeah, you've got the clean salt water here, so you can definitely wash him out and keep him healthy and happy. Do you have any food on you? All right, you guys are going to need food. So you're going to need food, water, shelter, right? Those are the three things to survive?
I do have the tent that I bought with Maya when we went on the shopping spree, the one with the fur. I have that on my person.
Oh, thank God.
So you have
Yep,
shelter, guaranteed. You need food and clean water. How are you going to get these two things? And where are you going to rest? Away from prying eyes of people who are undoubtedly going to be searching all over for you?
I don't have any hunting, and I don't have any rations either.
Yeah, Maya doesn't have any rations either.
Okay.
I can't really help in this department. I'm not skilled in these things.
Oh, God damn it. Right, okay, this is fine. This is fine.
Okay, so there's no food. Let's not worry about that for now then. Clean, fresh water. How are you going to find that?
Well, Maya's probably going to go and look in the woods and see if there's a spring or something somewhere.
Okay. You can climb
you probably
to the
shouldn't
cliff.
go by yourself, though.
It's a tall cliff. It's like 30 feet up. You could climb it and then scamp around up top.
I could climb it, yes. I have climbing as a skill. This is fine.
Yes, let's take a look at your climbing skill. This is natural rock. It is rough, so +2 on your climbing skill.
So is that a +12 then, no?
Let's see. It's not sloping. It's not slippery or slimy. You're not at half hit points, are you?
No, I didn't get hit at all.
Then
So
it's
far?
a +2 on top of whatever your base skill is.
Oh, +12. Okay, right.
Can we do anything to secure you? I heard a story from a child that fell nearly 100 feet to its death. It's very tragic. I don't want you to repeat the same mistake.
Well, if you have a rope, I could maybe tie it around a dagger and wedge it in halfway up.
Well, something. Does anyone have a rope?
I have a rope.
Could I borrow your rope, please, sister?
You can borrow my rope.
Yeah, I'm just going to sort of like tie the rope around my hips in like a rudimentary harness, and then when I hopefully get halfway up, I'm going to sort of find a crevice in the rock and jam a dagger in there and wrap the rope around it.
Lovely. Give me your climbing check then.
Okay.
Wow.
31. Boom. Okay, there we go.
Doesn't fucking matter. You scramble up top so fast. You didn't even bother putting the dagger in.
Okay,
You've
yeah,
got
I'm just
this.
like, well, that can go back in the hair. I'm fine. I'm confident. Ha.
All right. So
and then I'm going to tie the rope around a tree up the top, so that next time it'll be easier to get up and down.
Sure. So you can explore the top. Anyone else can follow up if they want. The rest of the party's down below, and you start searching out a fresh water source from above.
Okay, this could be more difficult.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the beach, what are the two of you doing?
Shouldn't we go up as well? Wouldn't it make sense?
We can't leave Sammy alone by himself unconscious.
Can't I?
Yeah, we can.
Can't you just carry him on on your shoulders up, like all the way up? I don't think so.
We could put the end of the rope around his waist and then just drag him up.
I think you
You just kind of like let him
might need
dangle and
his
like
head.
slam into the wall over and over again.
Yeah, I think the strong one should pull him up.
He's already unconscious. I mean,
I mean, you do have a cleric nearby.
Brain damage.
Kick the shit out of
You can go. Don't worry about me. I can stay with Sammy. It's fine. We can't take him. We can't.
Maya is fast enough. She can take care of Owen. I won't leave you two alone.
Okay. So Maya, you
I'm
start.
going to be sneaking, by the way. I'm going to be full stealth going through this forest because, like, we've already run into a basilisk and there's angry bullshit here. So I am super sneaky as I go through this forest.
Good.
Just FYI.
All right, Maya. You're looking for a water source. How far are we?
I'm also going to leave notches cut in the branches of trees as I go past them so I don't get hideously lost.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a perception check while you scout around looking? Do you have any anything related to nature specifically?
Cartography?
No.
No, I've got hide, I've got move silently. I don't have any.
Give me a
survival.
regular old perception check then.
Okay, so that's 20 plus 16.
Did we get a map of the area from the hunters? From last
No,
episode?
there's not much. No.
33!
Yeah, you walk along the cliffside and pop into the forest and pop back out until you find a small creek that runs through the woods and then like trickles off the cliff in a bit of a waterfall. It's maybe 3 miles up the coast from where the party stopped. There is a tricky little section you're going to have to navigate where there's no coastline and the waves just crash against the cliffs. But once you get beyond that point, it should be another like mile or so and then waterfall. Clean water.
It may be a good idea then to move our camp to, by the water source. That would be a good idea. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of fill my water skin and then with clean water, and then I'm going to head back and tell everyone that, look, okay, so there's a clean water source about 3 miles up the coast, but we can't get to it via the beach, so we'll have to... I think it'd be a good idea to move closer to the water source, because trekking 3 miles when we need water is not a good idea. What do you think? Sister? Brother?
Yeah, sure. Sounds
Agreed.
good.
All right. But Darius, if you want to maybe... You want to climb up the cliff and then pull Sammy up with you?
Okay.
Tie his stretcher to the rope or something? Sure, it'll be fine.
Slowly climb up, holding myself to the rope, and well, yeah, if I'm able to secure myself somehow with my feet or anything, I'm trying to climb up.
You're doing the Batman walk up the cliff.
Yes.
Neal, Yassi is still with us, right?
Yes, I forgot. I keep forgetting to bring her on battle maps, so I sort of forget that she exists.
She's just really quiet in the background, and we're always arguing, and she's like, "Oh god."
Well, she's an appropriate servant. She keeps her mouth
Can
shut
she
and stays
carry
out of
shit?
trouble. She
Can
can
she
carry
carry
some shit, yes. She's
Good.
not particularly strong, but she can carry some stuff. What
Right.
do you need to give her?
I'm gonna give her the. I guess she can carry. Can she just carry the rope when I'm not carrying it?
Yes, she can carry the rope.
Right, she can. She's the rope carrier. If we're not using it, then.
Yasi Rope Bearer. That is her name. She has 7 strength, so she can carry 20 pounds. Her clothes weigh 5 pounds, and other adornments for probably another pound or so. So an 8-pound rope is fine. It's fine.
Right.
Okay, you guys pull up the cliff. I'm gonna ask you to make me climbing checks. Those of you that are not Maya will make your base climb skill is 1/3 your dex and your con together.
Oh dear.
And you want me to...
1/3.
Yeah, Maya, you can chill. You're fantastic, but the rest of these suckers.
Do we round that shit down or up or what?
Oh, you round that down.
Can I shout advice at them to give them a bonus?
No, you can shout advice at them to give them a penalty because someone's shouting from above.
No, left a bit. No.
My left, not your left. You got a rope.
Foot up, further.
You guys have a rope and wall, so whatever this climb check is, you've got +10 to it because the rope that Maya has already secured for you.
Oh, okay.
So what is
that's
your
38.
check? 38? Oh, wow. Wait, your dex plus your con divided by 3 is 19?
27 through 9
Jesus.
through 3 is 9, right?
I guess.
So 9 is fair, I guess.
Plus 17 divided by 3 is 9. Oh, okay, the 19 is what... Sorry, I thought it was... You rolled the 9 and your modifier was 19.
No.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm dumb.
So it's 38. It's fine.
Yeah, you're totally good. And you've got Sammy on your shoulders, right? So even with the encumbrance penalties, you're still fine. And Sarah? Sister Sarah?
Is it that bad?
Oh, it's bad. But did you include the +10 from the rope and wall?
No.
22.
Okay, are you encumbered at all?
No, I'm not encumbered because I gave my rope to the rope bearer, Neal.
Thank God. Okay, then you make it. It's not a difficult thing. But we gotta check anyway, because sometimes people roll 1s.
Because Neal loves pain.
Never happens. On this show, this never happens.
Yeah. Well, Maya got all your 1s out for the day earlier. And a little bit of Sam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it Yassi's turn now to climb up?
Oh, yes, it is Yassi's turn to climb up. Thank you for reminding me.
If Yassi's coming up last, I'm going to make her tie the rope around her waist.
Okay, and then you'll help her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, 12 plus 7 divided by 3 is 6. Someone want to roll me a d20 plus 16 for Yassi?
Somebody other than me.
I'm not
Actually,
doing
I'm
that.
not you know what? I'll do it.
You know what? Sammy, you're unconscious. Do something.
No, I'll do it because I'm helping her
Oh
out.
no, I've already done it. It's a 20.
Oh, wow!
He double crits.
Are you kidding? Can you guys save this shit for when it is important? Jesus Christ! This is why we can never have nice things, okay? This is the reason. Keep your shit together. What the fuck? What the fuck?
So Yassi just like bounds up the cliff like some sort of fucking mountain
I'm
goat.
disappointed in both of you.
Damn it.
All right. You guys make your way towards the creek. You find the creek. You've got Yassi. You've got Sammy. I guess it's just a matter of finding shelter with, you already killed your perception check earlier, so we don't have to roll anything else for that. So you find yourself a spot where the creek bed gets kind of deep, and there's already some natural trees that have fallen over, and you can add some extra branches and create a little bit of a lean-to that you can put your tent inside so the tent can't be seen, and you've got like a little double chamber of air to keep yourselves nice and warm and protected, and there's fresh water right next to you.
Maya is having a fucking bath.
Okay.
The water's been tainted now.
Don't drink downstream of her bath.
Yeah, it's Maya goes downstream from the camp to fucking bath. She's not an animal. Come on now. But yeah, Maya's just like washing her hair and washing her clothes and washing her armor, just washing everything with scented soap. Never know when you might need to seduce somebody.
Can I borrow the scented soap after you're done?
Absolutely, sister.
Do you have scented soap?
Well, yeah.
All right, you guys now smell like daisies and sunflowers and rainbows.
Oh, come on. Oh, no.
No?
Jasmine soap.
Oh, that's actually nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Jasmine soap.
Bitch,
So now you've got shelter and water. You just need food for 7 days until Sammy wakes up? 8 days?
Yeah, see.
So Maya's going to try and go hunting.
All right, Maya.
It's not that much different from assassination.
Hold on. The hawk can help, right? With hunting. Hunt small rabbits or something.
Did you bring your hawk with you through the sewers and everything?
Of course.
Okay. Sure.
I don't leave
There's
my
a spyglass in my pack.
Also,
It was judging us from her shoulder all along.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, give me 2 seconds. I need to plug my headset in because everything is awful.
What? While she's going hunting, I would like to talk to Sarah, and maybe she can take care of my wound.
I'll try. How big is your wound? How big is your wound? I could do that, actually. So it's kind of interesting because Sarah looks at the wound and it's, a gash. I guess it's a big gash or something, right? And she doesn't. Usually, this would be too big a wound for her, from what she's known, right? But she still tries to give it a shot and puts her hand on it, and really gives it a really good try. And for some reason, it actually works, and you don't even smell the sewers anymore in that very moment, right? But instead, it just smells like some kind of Turkish delights. It's a really sweet, kind of pistachio chocolate sensation. It's really, really nice. That just comes over you for a second, and after that, your wound is actually closed.
Wonderful.
I think at that moment, I'm gonna I'm gonna sit down next to Sarah after she, I guess, has done all the healing, and Marfa, goddess of healing, I want to thank you for giving my sister the powers to heal and to form her into this young and good-hearted and spirited person she is now. And don't listen to her talk about she isn't worthy, and that she needs to learn. I think she's on the right path, and I love her dearly. Thank you. And I give you a hug.
And
then Maya comes up. Sister, I've broken a nail.
I guess in the tiny moment, right, that Bud and Sarah share, she just has her face on his shoulder, and you just feel through the cloth, you feel like her warm, some warm tears going through. And I guess this is one of the closest moments they've had since Bud has returned, right?
Yes. Yes, so too, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna camp here, I guess. We will deal with... Oh, no. Maya's hunting. Tracking. Looking for food, right?
Yeah,
all right, Maya.
This is gonna go well.
Why don't you roll me a D100, Maya?
Come on.
Please note, I am doing this very stealthily, okay? I'm sneaking.
The D100 is for what sort of thing you run into.
Oh, God.
Don't be a basilisk. Don't be a basilisk. Don't be a basilisk.
Roll low.
That's low.
That's low, yeah.
That's low.
You don't find any monsters. Instead of finding monsters, you find a fawn, maybe a few months old, no more than 6 months old, laying down in the grass.
Wobbly-legged. Okay.
No, it's laying down. Yeah. No.
Don't even waste an arrow on it. I just walk up to it and go, oh, aren't you adorable? And then slit its throat.
The baby fauna's dead.
Yep. Over the shoulder, back to camp.
Okay.
There goes the story of Bambi.
That's what I thought as well, right?
I mean, really, that fawn was like a representative of the goddess of nature, here to like give you a holy quest and provide you with food, but Ned's dead now,
It
so...
was delicious. So, no.
Yeah.
Let the blood drain. Take it back to camp.
Okay.
Fawn's mom is just going to come back and be like, oh my god, a puddle of blood. My baby. No.
Yep. Yep. All right, you guys have some food, at least for the next 3 days. I feel like that's probably the point where any cooked or uncooked meat will probably be too badly turned.
Can we try making jerky?
Yeah, this is hilarious. Let's watch as noble children make jerky.
Yeah.
All right, Maya.
Maybe I would have been able to do it, you know?
You're unconscious.
Cooking ability.
You're unconscious.
Says you
I don't
might
want.
get bitten by a crocodile.
Yeah, fucking wizard! Don't stab crocodiles with your kunai.
Yeah.
Leave it to the rogue.
Do I recover mana while I'm unconscious?
No.
Fuck.
Oh.
Maya, give me a willpower. No, give me an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Okay, so that's roll 2 and take
Yes.
the lowest one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Roll. Wait, hang on. How do I do with this? Right, hang on. 2d20 plus 11. Okay, how do I drop the lowest?
D1 after the 20.
D. Oh, right. Okay, drop 1. Okay.
Wait, but
D1.
isn't that advantage then?
Oh, that is the advantage. KL1.
KL1
Thank you.
is what you want.
Thank
Okay,
you,
what's
Sarah.
L1 stand for?
Keep
Shouldn't have
lowest.
said anything because
Oh,
I'm an
keep lowest
idiot.
one, right.
But okay.
You are.
Thank you.
All right, Maya. You caught that, did you?
Did that work?
No, you try and smoke it, and it gets smoky, but it also gets like kind of dirty and ashy, and it's the outside is smoked, but the inside's maybe not quite.
I'm not trying to do this with the entire thing, just
Right.
some of it.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I wonder if we could. Let's try with the offcuts.
Yeah, you spend like an afternoon trying to smoke this stuff, and it's just really not working out. And you're like, how the fuck did the people do this shit?
Peasants. Oh god, now my hair smells of smoke. I need another bath. Hang on, hold this. I'm going.
I'm holding the meat as she's taking the bath.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, you deal with this. I'm just gonna. Oh god. Everything's disgusting.
All right. 3 days pass in the woods with nobody coming nearby you. The scariest thing that happens in 3 days is a bobcat comes by to drink from the creek a little ways away from you and then wanders off again.
What is that? Oh, it's some sort of giant cat.
How big is a bobcat? Oh, they're not.
It's
Yeah,
not big.
yeah,
Oh, big ears. They can fuck you up, but they won't.
yeah. They're like 20 pounds. They could be dangerous. They got claws and teeth, and they're
Yeah.
fast.
They're not gonna fuck with like 3 people.
Not alone.
Well, particularly 5 people, 3 of whom are heavily armed and going.
Yeah.
Fuck off!
Yeah. They're fine. It's fine. So 3 days later, everyone has regained 2 hit points. Because it's 2 HP every 3 days. You're out of food again.
Neal.
I can heal myself to full at that point.
Go for it. What is it like when you heal yourself? Do you have memories of just hanging out?
Hacks.
So here's the thing: if Sarah heals herself, she technically could choose between remembering a moment that's very precious to her, or forming something into a memory where she'll feel like, oh, this has actually happened. Right.
So how does it go?
Well, this time, she actually just remembers roasted boar with plum sauce. You know, there was her father's birthday, and they had this giant dinner, and they brought out this roasted boar and plum sauce, right? And his entire snout was like filled with roasted plums, and they set it down and was set right in front of this little girl with the big eyes. And she'll never forget this scent, right? So you'll see Sarah, and she's just having her hands on her chest, and she looks in the happiest kind of trance as, I guess her leg slowly, the wound on her leg slowly closes back up. And she just has like a happy smile on her face. And maybe a little bit of drool out of her mouth if you look really close, but never tell her because she takes it very personal,
Right. Okay.
So in terms of wounds and the heal, where did the damage come from first?
All your wounds heal by 2.
All my wounds heal by 2 each.
Yes, each wound heals by 2.
Heal 4.
Probably, if you have 2 wounds. Yes.
Okay. Then I am at -1.
Cool.
And wait.
You're only at -1
Sarah?
now? What?
Yeah, it took a 5 and a 12. And then 2 1s. Couldn't Sarah heal my 5 wound?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I guess she did, and I'm conscious now.
Oh, you're conscious. Oh wow, that's even better. So after
Wonderful.
3.
Get up and hunt.
No, we're gonna.
Brother, I'm hungry. It's your turn to hunt.
So I guess you wake up and you're sitting next to Sarah, who's just sitting there, and she has her eyes closed, and she's like, "More sauce, another one. Just put it on top. Yeah, that's good."
He's having the damn plum dream again.
Brother, it's your turn to hunt.
All right, I think this is where we're going to leave it for today. When we come back for our next game, our wizard is going to be at, what, 1 HP?
I'm currently at 2.
2 HP, 0 spell points, MP.
No. Oh, do I lose it when I go unconscious?
Oh, yeah, you lose everything. 0 MP when you wake up from
I
unconsciousness.
saved those
Dignity, everything.
Well, that resource management did not work out in the end. I'm sorry. The party is alone in the woods with just Yasi, their advisor, for help. All the other factions have had at least 3 days to get their shit together. No idea what's happening in the greater world. And we will figure out what the party does next time. So, let's close it out. Does anyone have anything they want to say before
Just
we
that
go?
I had lots of fun today.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, this show is the shit.
Yes, it is.
I think we're sort of starting to hit our stride now.
Let's do our fun.
I thought we were going to meet the barbarians this time, but no, fuck it. Let's go through the sewers and get almost killed by a crocodile.
Hey, that was a perfectly valid strategy. Okay.
Even when we do have a plan and it's definitely going to happen, something fucks everything up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Surprise crocodile.
Next week, maybe you guys can go to the Brasslands and fight the barbarians or whatever you need to do with the barbarians, if that's still your quest.
They have magic something, maybe?
Yeah, magic something.
Fine, we can just fight with our eyes closed.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make any plans anymore. I've given up on that.
Lovely.
We could also probably keep going tomb raiding, in the next...
Yeah, we just move into the sewers. We know where they are. Might as well live down there. How bad is it?
I'm sat there going I wonder if I just make it like a nice political marriage and just live quietly somewhere and just lose these losers. That would work, right?
All right, everybody, we are done. If anyone wants to find you guys, can they find you anywhere? Fuzzy Freaks, Chloe.
Oh God,
Maya.
right.
Maya.
Hello, I've had 2 glasses of wine. Who am I? I don't even know anymore. Yes, you can find me at twitch.tv/Fuzzy Freaks, where I do a lot of stuff. Things. I'm playing a lot of Stellaris at the moment because it's crack, and I'm playing a Devouring Swarm. Does what it says in the tin. They're adorable butterflies.
They are amazing.
People's eyes. It's great. And you can also find me on Twitter. I'm quite drunk. Oh my god. I fuzzy because brand cohesion is a thing I do. Yes. Also, when are we finishing for Christmas?
I don't know. Can you guys play next week? Do you need next week off?
What is next week?
The 21st.
I would prefer to have it off.
Yeah, we can just we can skip the next 2 weeks and come back on January 4 or January 11, whatever works for you all.
January 4 sounds good.
I just hope that everyone is going to make it alive through the holidays and not going to explode because of so much good food. And hope everyone, we see everyone next year. So thanks for watching and enjoy.
We'll be back after the new year. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Wait. Else?
You can
All
find
right, I'm
me
sorry,
on
we're
Sven's
back.
channel, and you know, I'm gonna be playing Hearts, and thank you, Fuzzy, for giving me the opportunity to speak.
Would anyone else like to say goodbyes?
Well, Twitter @Fayama for you if you want to send me recipe ideas for boars in plum sauce, or if you want to talk about prayers, or if you just want to say hi or anything. I'm also hanging out in chat. There's also a Shield Maidens channel for any girls, women, grandmothers, little babies who are interested.
I'm sorry, no babies allowed. No babies allowed.
Watching D&D, just talking, anything, like just come over, join us. We're a small but quaint little community. Or just come over to our Discord in general. We're like pretty cool people, hang out, play some HOTS, talk a little about Akuban nights, It's fun. You should join.
I'll be putting up another Akuban Nights discussion thread on Reddit. Be there. Talk about Akuban Nights. It's gonna be there for another few weeks until the next Akuban Nights anyway. So yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, I have to plug in something then as well, just so to round it up. If you haven't subscribed to Koibu yet, please do. He also has a Patreon page, which you can join, and he has some nice stuff coming up there, and you can support the Akuban Nights directly. So
support us.
We're all nice.
We need support. Look at these rolls, people.
Oops, I turned my camera off rather than unmuted. That's probably ruined everything, right?
It's fine.
That's
a different
fine.
person.
You're now
fine.
Sammy.
I'm sorry. That's what happens when I have 2 glasses of wine.
Well, thank you everyone for your kind words. Now we're done. We'll see you in the new year. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.